Hi, and welcome back to the Casper Creative YouTube channel. This episode, I want to play some Mega Man X Legacy Collection, and the game in particular on this collection, I would like to play some Mega Man X2. So, it's a little bit different, of course, than the previous games that I've recorded, but that's all right. We'll, record this one and see if it's a lot of fun to play, which I'm sure it is. Mega Man's great. I'm a Mega Man fan. That sounds bad. I'm a Mega Man fan. I don't know. I do like the series. I'm not super experienced with it. And let's see, Rookie Hunter mode, on or off. I'll just leave that off. I'm not totally sure what that's all about. But yeah, let's go ahead and start. So yeah, as you can see, the game is about 26 years old now. But hey, an oldie but a goodie. It's a classic, and that's something you can't deny. So it looks like this picks up about half a year after the first game, and X is still going around kicking some ass, and he's riding a cool bike. You didn't see any of those bikes in the first game, so you know that that X means business if he's upgrading his arsenal. So, little background on Mega Man. So, Mega Man X is the second hero in the Mega Man series. He first showed up on Mega Man X1, I guess, and he is he's like the second hero in. Oh no, I didn't even start the game. My bad. So anyway, X is the second hero in the Mega Man universe. The first one being normal Mega Man, and well, that's the first Mega Man series. From what I know about it, I don't really have much experience playing those ones. Oh, just trying to get used to the controls here. Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience playing the first Mega Man series. Pretty much what I know about it is that that cool Dr. Wily music from the second game is just awesome, and I know that there's like 10 or 11 Mega Man games now, because about 10 years ago, they started making sequels to the original Mega Man, and they obviously have done very well, not because I personally know anything about them, but instead because they have a bunch of sequels now. So they wouldn't have kept making sequels if people didn't like the product. So yeah, that's my little snippet. I was about to say slip it. That's my little snippet of knowledge about the first Mega Man series. But then Mega Man X came out, and I don't know if it's like canon how powerful Mega Man X is, but I remember I looked up a clip on YouTube of Mega Man X coming back in time. It was on the original Mega Man series, and he was so Mega Man X came in through a portal, and regular Mega Man, or Mega Man 1, as some people probably never call him. I've never heard him called Mega Man 1. He was trying to fight, it was like Vile or somebody else from the first Mega Man, and or from the first Mega Man X, and Mega Man 1 couldn't even scratch the guy, but then Mega Man X comes from the future and just totally demolishes him. So whether or not he's more skilled, I don't know if that means anything or not, but I know at least in the Mega Man cartoon, Mega Man X was stronger. So, that, again, strength of like what he was built with, that doesn't equate with skill, but it counts for something. If they're willing to say in the cartoon that he's stronger, then I don't know. I'm a cartoon fan. I like cartoons, so we'll see if he's actually stronger or not. Maybe they clarify that in a later game. I'm not sure. So these shadowy figures down here are talking about how powerful Mega Man X is, and it looks like they're actually cowering in fear a little bit. So they're obviously planning to gang up on me. So we'll just have to, watch out. So their Mavericks are going to keep Mega Man busy until we are ready. So one of their names is Agile. They're talking about a plan. Surgus Agile. The collection is proceeding. However, we are having problems with the control chip. So Agile says we have little time. We must finish construction on schedule. We must hurry. So those dudes are obviously in a hurry. And this is one of the nice things right here that I really like about the Mega Man X Legacy Collection, and I'm sure it's probably in the X2 Legacy Collection if they still did the password thing. But now you don't have to write down your passwords anymore on a piece of paper. You can just hit the X button here and it'll save it for you. So we're going to save, and then when you load up the game again, all you have to do is go into the password setting and then you load it. So like it should say load game, but since that's how it was programmed initially, it still says password. But then you're able to just hit the button and it'll automatically load the last password that you saved for you. It's really handy. So let's go check out the weather control stage with the boss being the wire sponge. And so far it seems like X is having a little bit better of a time in X2 than he was in X1, because at the end of the intro stage in Mega Man X1, Vile completely messed him up. He was not having a good time there. Zero actually had to come in and he cut the robot or the robot's arm off or something. He did something. I don't remember exactly what it is that he did, but he saved you. And as you could see, Mega Man X didn't need any saving at the end of the first level in this game. So really, gosh, I'd say that's a sign that his skills have improved. That or Vile was just so incredibly overpowered that X never stood a chance to begin with. Oh, this is scary. It's windy, so it's blowing X backwards a little, and I'm worried I'm going to fall into that spike pit. Oh no! So, one thing you'll notice about me is that I'm not really the greatest Mega Man player in the world, and if you're watching for skill, you might get a little annoyed. But it's just because I'm not the greatest player in the world doesn't mean that I don't enjoy and or respect the game. I actually respect it quite a bit. I mean, the level that they put into the level of detail rather that they put into the worlds is really something else. It's cool. Every stage does feel like its own unique world. It doesn't just feel like a copy pasted game that what am I trying to say here? They have a lot of variety and each world feels uniquely alive, and I just think that's super cool. I want to talk a little bit more about what I know of the Mega Man game series as a whole. I know that there's a third Mega Man series called Mega Man Zero, and I know that because I have Mega Man Zero 2 on the Game Boy Advance, and a friend of mine in high school had Mega Man Zero 1. They are cool games. I mean, Zero's such a cool character. He's jumping around like a ninja with his sword, and he just you can tell Zero's not afraid of anybody. And actually, I might actually sorry, I'm saying actually a lot. I might have to play X3 or X4 at some point, because I know that you get to play as Zero in those games. From what I understand, you don't get to play as Zero quite as much in X3, but in 4 you should be able to play him the whole time, maybe? I don't know. I really don't want to comment on that just because I like have no experience with that. I don't want to sound like an expert at so I don't want to sound like I'm trying to sound like an expert. If I don't actually know what I'm talking about. So I'm just trying to you know, keep it honest here and not, I don't want to sound like a know-it-all. I'm the first person who would admit that I'm wrong about something. So, yeah, I won't look into it too much. But if I really get on a Mega Man kick here, yeah, I'll definitely check that out. So here's some sort of wire dude. Um, okay, yeah. eh, we'll see. We'll see how well I do at fighting a Mega Man boss, and also knowing that I'm recording right now. Oh no. Okay, yeah, he is messing my stuff up. Oh no. Oh, there was something on the wall that was attacking me. So, yeah, that's dangerous. Okay, so let's give this another try. So here's something, a pro tip for me that I like to do in these games. I like to fully charge before going into the boss's room so that they always let their guard down. Oh, except for him. Never mind. My whole theory was just blown out of the water. But I liked to fully charge. I think it works a lot more in the first Mega Man X, just unleashing a charge blast the second that the battle starts, because like you always seem to be able to get the first strike on the boss, and it's just it's just something that I always like to do because it gives me the upper hand. And if you've learned anything about me from my Secret of Mana playthrough, where I just totally abuse the magic powers when I'm fighting the bosses in that game, is I like to have the upper hand. It's nice. Oh no. Okay, this is getting crazy. Okay, one more hit and I'm probably gonna die. So, like I said, I never. Oh no. Okay, so I guess we'll get. Oh no, I guess I'm all out of lives. So I'm gonna save the game data, even though we didn't technically accomplish anything this episode. Besides getting out of the intro stage, which that wasn't bad. But yeah, if you enjoyed this and you want to see some more, please join me on the next episode. Thank you.